Well, hello sunshine, how are you? I'm very well. My name is Magnus Detmar. I'm an entrepreneur here in Shanghai. I'm probably the whitest boy on the internet. And today I wanted to tell you 5 things that you have to do before going to China. Roll the trumpets. So China is totally different from any other country in the world, and I've traveled all over the world. I've lived in Colombia, Mexico, the States, Europe, and in China a couple of times, and it's totally different here. So you have to be a little bit prepared when you enter this country. So let's just jump right into the list. So the first thing I want you to do is to book a tour guide. This is very important, especially when you're going to smaller cities, because the English is so. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that in just a bit, but I totally recommend you to book a tour guide to whatever city you go to, because first of all, it's really difficult to get around here because of the language problems. Second of all, you will maximize your time here way more efficient if you use a tour guide, because then they will show you the best places around the city. I totally recommend you to get a tour guide because they know exactly what you want to see, and that makes your trip way better when you're going here to China. So book a tour guide. So the second thing I totally recommend you to do is to download a translator. The English in this country is getting better and better, but still there are a lot of places that they don't speak any English whatsoever. So in order for you to get around, you need to have a translator. And I totally recommend you to download an app called Pleco. Pleco is a lifesaver for many of people here. You can just write in whatever you need and it will translate it for you. You can also press a button and it will say the actual word to whoever you're talking to. And in that sense, you can get a little bit more understanding with the Chinese people. So I totally recommend you to download that before you're traveling to China. I'll tell you why you need to download it before in just a second, but download Pleco. Another thing you will notice when you get here is that they don't take our Western credit card anywhere. The Visa and MasterCard and American Express, they don't work here. They use Alipay, WeChat Pay, and in some boutiques they use Apple Pay. But if you're just here for a very short period of time, just for a trip, I totally recommend you to bring a lot of cash. When you're in China, you can only withdraw, I think it's 10,000 RMB per credit card in different ATMs. So bring a lot of cash if you're traveling around here, because you can't pay with credit cards unless it's a very foreign or tourist attraction that you're going to. If you have the ability to download WeChat Pay or Alipay and register, I totally recommend you to do that, but it's a bit tricky, so if you don't, bring a lot of cash. Another thing that is really difficult to get a hold of here is medicine. And by that I mean simple medicine like aspirin or medicine for your stomach. It's really difficult to find here. So if you know that you sometimes have problems when you're traveling, I totally recommend you to bring it from your home country, because just a simple thing as an aspirin, you can't just go to a convenience store here and just buy aspirin. There are special Western pharmacies that you can find, but they're not everywhere. So if you need medicine, I totally recommend you to bring it with you when you come to this country, because you don't want to waste time walking around looking for a pharmacy when you're here in this beautiful country. Now we're about halftime into this video, and just want to say, this is the first Christmas tree I ever buy by myself. It's not real, it's fake plastic thingy. But I thought it would be cool to have a little Chinese flag in the top, just to state that, yeah, I'm in Shanghai. Another thing I wanted to tell you why I do this video is because a lot of people have asked me on my Instagram account, Shanghai Entrepreneur, for tips and tricks and what I should get prepared for before I entering China. So if you have any questions regarding your trip here to China, feel free to contact me on Shanghai Entrepreneur, and I would love to help you so your trip here get as exciting as it can be. Another thing that is really difficult to get a hold of in this country is good internet. And as you probably have heard, they have blocked a lot of social medias here, like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, even Gmail is blocked. So when you're traveling here, download everything and have it on offline mode when you're entering the country, because while you're here, you can't get on it. And by that I mean also like plane tickets or hotel reservations, etc. Bring that either in physical forms like papers, or download it to your phone or your computer, because while you're here you will have a very difficult time to find it through internet. So download everything and have it offline. The last and probably the most important thing is, when you're entering this country, be open-minded. As I said before, this country is totally different from any other countries in the world. So in order for you to have the best experience here, be open-minded. Try new things that you have never tried before. Be open to the people here and you will have a lovely trip. And by that I also mean that when you're walking on the touristy street, try to walk 1 or 2 streets to the left or to the right and experience the real China, because there you will find a lot of cool and funny stuff. So I totally recommend you to be open-minded when you get here, because then China will blow your mind that it's so super exciting. Okay, that's about it for me for today. I just wanted to share these 5 tips that you need to do before entering China, because that will make the China experience way better. As I mentioned earlier, I'm an entrepreneur here and I try to do a lot of videos about China, especially here in Shanghai since I live here. So if you want to know more about China, or you just wanted to know more about a cool Swede running around in Shanghai, I totally recommend you to hit that subscribe button and I'll bring you a lot of cool content. Once again, thank you for watching and I will see you guys very soon.